Welcome back, everybody, to the second Marvel Mondays video about What If. Now, obviously, it's a Tuesday, okay? Everyone watching this on the first day it was released. Today's a Tuesday, it's not a Monday. So I guess it's just an MCU video. I don't really know. But anyways, today we are going to be talking about What If episode 2. Now, I did the first one like 8 days ago, and obviously that one was about Captain Carter, and you know, super exciting. I mean, it wasn't like the greatest thing ever. I gave it the lowest rating I've given any TV show episode so far, including Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and WandaVision. Even though I didn't actually get to go over WandaVision because I started doing the MCU Mondays series after WandaVision was released. But this second episode was actually pretty good, okay? It was actually pretty good. Honestly, the second episode of What If was, in my opinion, a lot better than the first one. Now, before I say anything, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, okay? My man was a legend. He did so much work for us. He made such good movies. He was such a good entertainer. He was such a good actor. My guy had cancer for 4 years to give us amazing movies like Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame, and whatnot. And honestly, he did such a good job in the MCU for as long as he was there, and rest in peace. Like, honestly, rest in peace to a legend. But with that being said, this What If episode was called What If King T'Challa was Star-Lord, I think. So what if Black Panther, or I guess T'Challa, because technically he wasn't actually the Black Panther, what if he was Star-Lord? And it was a pretty like obvious setup for how it was going to happen. King T'Challa, or I guess Prince at the time because his father was still alive, he was basically in Wakanda, and then T'Challa got kidnapped by Yondu. Less of a kidnap and more of like a willing abduction, because Yondu actually offered to return him and he said no. But oh my god, are we gonna lose our bed here? Come on, not the bed, not the bed. Come on. Ugh. Yes, we got him. But this episode was super entertaining. I'm not gonna go into the whole plot because it was a little bit complicated. But we saw Nebula, we saw Yondu, we saw Drax, we saw Thanos, and Josh Brolin did such a good job. Thanos' voice acting was on point. It was super good. I was actually a little bit skeptical about how they would do Thanos because I knew that he was gonna be in this episode, but I absolutely loved the twist they gave him and kind of made it so that he was more of a humorous character that used his words to argue his case and kind of defend the fact that him wiping out half the population wasn't genocide, but it was just an efficient tactic at saving resources. But he actually took the democratic route and listened to T'Challa, or Star-Lord, when he gave him a different idea to save the universe. They actually didn't go into the reason that King T'Challa gave Thanos, but I don't know, who knows, you know? It was pretty cool either way. Now, with that being said, I really liked Josh Brolin's humor. I thought it was a super good twist. I know some people might have not liked it, but I actually really liked Thanos. I love how he went straight and how all the Ravagers went straight. It was super cool to see Yondu being a good guy. Honestly, it was super fun. It was super fun. Super good episode, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, unfortunately we died last game. I don't even know how that happened, but as I was saying, What If episode 2 was actually super good. I'm not gonna get into the details of the whole plot, but the only thing I didn't really like was how Nebula was kind of like a triple agent, and she like betrayed T'Challa and then betrayed the Collector, and I wasn't like a huge fan of that plot twist, but because I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of like double twists or whatever. It kind of ruins the plot in my opinion, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't a huge deal. Nebula had hair, which was really weird. Drax was a bartender, and he was actually his family was actually alive. That's like the happiest I've ever seen him already. There was a lot of characters. It was pretty interesting. Also, they confirmed that Ego was a Celestial in this episode, which, I mean, technically, we already knew he was a Celestial, but it wasn't actually confirmed, because the only person that said he was a Celestial before, was actually Ego himself, and I'm gonna get into that in a different episode on why it's possible that Ego wasn't a Celestial, but this episode actually confirmed it because the Watcher called him a Celestial, which is super cool. So now we know he is a Celestial, and that means we know that Star-Lord is half Celestial, which is super awesome. So he's definitely going to be more powerful in the future MCU movies, and definitely we're going to get to see him explore his powers a little bit more, so it should be really fun. With that being said, I mean, honestly, like, I don't have much to say about this episode. It was just really good. I would definitely rate it on the higher side, probably like an 8 out of 10. I wouldn't give it like a 9 or a 10, not even close, but if the last episode was a 6 out of 10, the episode 2 was definitely like an 8. Honestly, a much better episode. I really liked the voice acting. All of the voice acting seemed up to par, and there was no one that really disappointed, unlike the first one, which, I mean, there was a couple of disappointing people, including Sebastian Stan, which is a little sad because he's actually one of my favorite characters in the MCU. But honestly, this was super good. This was super, super good. I'm really, really excited for the next, the Killmonger episode as well. I think that's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be so sick seeing Killmonger save Iron Man. Oh, that's going to be awesome, and I am so freaking hyped for that. Honestly, like, What If is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of animated TV shows, but What If has done a really good job. The only animated TV shows I watch besides this is actually anime, and I'm not even big into anime. Anime is like kind of a thing I just kind of like to watch on the side with Leah. So it's pretty cool to see this, and I'm actually really enjoying this so far. Definitely not as like good as it was hyped up to be. I feel like they definitely overhyped the show a little bit, but you know, obviously Marvel is going to hype up their show. That's just how it is. Like, you can't really blame them for that, because, you know, why wouldn't they? And it's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be super cool. I'm super excited. So I mean, I've kind of talked about everything I really wanted to talk about in this episode, so one thing we could talk about is the future now. They actually released the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer literally like 30 minutes ago, which is absolutely insane. Okay, this is so hype. I watched the trailer. I'm not gonna spoil it just yet. I might do like a separate video or something, but guys, it looks so good. Okay, it looks so good. Also, in other news, I'm gonna be watching Shang-Chi in theaters this September 2nd. So that is opening night for my theater, and it's gonna be super awesome. I got really good seats with Leah. I kind of just watch all the movies with Leah now, because obviously, you know, we're in a relationship, and it's super, super cool. I'm super excited. It's gonna be super amazing. I'm so hyped. Honestly, Shang-Chi is gonna be an amazing, amazing movie, okay? It's gonna be so good. Oh my god, I'm finally seeing hype for it, and it's awesome. Also, the Eternals trailer dropped recently, the final one. There's been so many trailers. It's been crazy. Marvel has been popping off recently, and I am so excited to see where they go with the MCU, because honestly, it's gonna be mind-blowing. It's gonna be truly mind-blowing, and I'm so excited. There's literally so many things I'm excited for. Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange 2, Shang-Chi, The Eternals, Hawkeye show that was confirmed to come out in I think November. Honestly, there's so much coming soon, and I know there's a couple people that are kind of concerned that Marvel isn't able to hype up their movies and stuff enough, but honestly, I think these movies are kind of gonna become household names, like how they did with Guardians of the Galaxy. People are concerned that they're gonna start this new phase of the Avengers and introduce a bunch of new characters, and it quote-unquote won't be the same as the old Avengers, which I actually really disagree with, because if you think about it, when the Guardians of the Galaxy movie was first released, no one knew who any of them were either, besides the comic viewers, obviously. You know, it's kind of like a thing when you really think about it, that like it's like, you know, Marvel is really good at taking these characters that no one knows very much about and turning them into fan favorites, people that everybody loves. And that is what Marvel is really good at. That's what they've done with Eternals. That's what they did with Avengers. And that's what they're going to do with Eternals, Shang-Chi. It's going to be amazing, and Marvel kind of has a way of just making it work. But with that being said, I am super excited. A lot of Marvel movies and videos are coming soon, so stay tuned. Anyways, have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye.